Welcome back, friends. In today's video we are going to be doing a little refresh to our master bedroom. We recently found a vintage bed frame and I had been on the hunt for one for a while now, so we were super excited about that. We got it on an online auction and then went and picked it up, and so I'm super excited to share with you how that looks set up in our bedroom. And after we got that, I really wanted to refresh our nightstands a little bit. I had kind of looked around for some vintage ones that would match the style of the new bed frame. I'm going to just refresh the nightstands that we already have for now until I eventually find one. And then I also have a little haul of a few more prints and artwork pieces that I'm going to be adding to that gallery wall in there to finish that up. And it's just going to be like a summer refresh for our bedroom space. Y'all know I've been wanting to add more of a vintage feel in that room for a while, so I'm excited to do that in today's video and bring you along, and we will get right on into it. I brought the camera along with me last week when I was out looking for artwork, so I took a couple clips, and as soon as we get back I will share with you what I bought. So now I'll share with y'all some of the artwork pieces I'm going to be adding to our bedroom. I'm going to be sharing this one because I did find it the most recently. I'm going to be sharing this in an upcoming haul. It'll either go up before or after this one, but it's this little pasture scene with these little sheep in a really pretty gold frame. So this is the first one that I'm gonna add. I really have been on the lookout for smaller ones because I have a lot of big artwork pieces now and I've needed some small ones to fill in. The next one is a little bit larger and it looks like this. I shared this in a recent video as well, and I originally thought that I was going to either paint or rub and buff a few of these frames because some of them are a little bit of a different gold tone. But once they're all up on the wall, it actually looks really good with kind of like the mixed metals of a few different gold tones. So I'm gonna leave this the way it is. I love the matte on it. It's like a really light blue and a dusty pink, or like a blush pink, and super pretty little flower in the middle. So that is gonna go on the wall. And then this next one I haven't shared yet. I found it recently and it was $15. And the second that I saw it, I just fell in love with the colors in it. And then of course the frame was gorgeous as well, but I don't have anything in the room that's this kind of like teal, so I thought that would be a really pretty pop and it would just bring like another color into the room. And I just love the roses on it. Such a pretty picture. So that is all of the artwork I'm going to be adding to the room, and we'll go in there and I'll share with you what it looks like. Here's a look at our new bed frame. We got this on Facebook for $30 and it was so hard to find a vintage queen size bed frame because they just didn't make queen size back then. So I was very excited when we found this. It's in this beautiful cherry wood finish and it brings back a lot of memories for me because my grandmother's bed frame was almost this exact same style. The only difference is the rails on this one are a little bit different, but it's definitely from the same time period, and looks very similar to hers. And then I had that bed frame for several years in my bedroom growing up, so it feels nostalgic to have a bed frame like this again, and I think it really adds that vintage feel into our bedroom. So as you saw in the before clip, these nightstands were painted with a very basic chalk paint, and I knew I wanted to add some color to these nightstands, but I didn't want them to be a solid color. I wanted to kind of break it up and maybe do some of it wood, some of it painted. So I looked up some pictures on Pinterest and I finally found a really good inspiration picture. I'll insert it here. And I already had this paint on hand. I was gonna go pick out a specific color of like maybe a blue, or like I was kind of picturing a light baby blue or something like that. But then I decided to just use this paint that I already have. This is the color I was gonna paint my kitchen hutch with originally. So I just got like a sample size of it, but I ended up going with a different green color for that hutch. So I still had this little sample of green, and I was like, why don't I just use this paint, because I already have it and I really need to use it up and just see how it looks. So I tested it out and it really was a beautiful shade, and I thought that it would match with some of the artwork and the other decor in the room nicely, with like the sheets and all of that, because it really brings out kind of like the leaves that are in the sheets. So I just think it matches nicely. I had my husband sand off the legs so that they would have that really nice raw wood finish, and this is how they turned out. And this was a Benjamin Moore paint, and I got it in the color Seedling. It was time to switch out our thick duvet for our light summer quilt. So I'm going to add all of the bedding on, and then I'm going to add our new artwork, and then I will share with you how everything comes together. These floral sheets were a Burke's Outlet find. They also had the same pattern in a blue floral. It was a super hard decision to decide on the pink or the blue because I loved them both, but I thought that the pink would coordinate more with the lampshades and some of the artwork in the room, so I decided to go with this. They were the Laura Ashley brand, and they're 100% cotton, and I really was happy to find those at Burke's. And then these white pillows were from Hobby Lobby. I got those either, I think, last spring or the year before, and I've had them in a few different spots, but I really love how they look in here on our bed. And then these are pillow covers from Amazon, so they're like this mint sagey green, and I can link those down below, but they're just a really affordable cover. I believe they were in a 2-pack for around $15. And then this pillow was also from Hobby Lobby. I got this last spring. I just really love this texture on it, and it's again that pretty sage green color. So that is all the bedding. And then the quilt here is originally from Target, but I got it at a discount store where they have like 70% off Target items, so that's where I got that. And then this was a Facebook Marketplace quilt. I shared that in my spring home tour. And then this throw I've had for a while. It is from Marshall's. And then as soon as I find another art piece to go here, and then probably down here, maybe 2 small ones, or if I find like a long photo or something like that, then I'll be happy with the symmetry on this wall, and our little gallery wall will be complete. here's how the room looks all together with our new bed frame, our updated nightstands, our thrifted lamps, our lace curtains, our vintage quilt, and then the vintage prints that I added to our gallery wall. And again, I'm going to continue to add to this, and I'll update you all over time whenever I find pieces to add to this wall. And now I wanted to add a little touch to our nightstands, so let's go outside and I'm going to grab some beautiful hydrangeas to add to our nightstand. Thank y'all so much for coming along for this little summer bedroom refresh. I hope you enjoyed it and it was fun to watch. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my very next video.